Hey guys, how you doing? My name's TJ. I am here today to talk to you a little bit about Facebook. Um, it's kind of a long story, much longer than I wanted it to be. So it's probably good. I'm going to do this in a couple parts, but it's a really important story, and you definitely, if you're a Facebook user at all, you definitely need to hear this. And if you're a person who's used Facebook and had your account hacked, you also probably want to hear this, or probably can tell me a very similar story to what I'm about to tell you. The reality with Facebook, the most important part that you need to know, as an introduction here, is that Facebook is not safe. Facebook is dangerous. It is highly insecure. Just using Facebook alone, your identity, security, and finances are being put at risk. And everything I'm going to tell you in this video, in this story, is true. It personally happened to me. And I can prove every single thing that I tell you with screenshots, screen recordings, emails. I have everything you can imagine to back up and prove that what I'm telling you is factual. And you should be concerned if you are a Facebook user. I learned this the hard way, and I wish I knew before that this was a risk, that this could happen. But even knowing it, I'm not sure what I could have done differently to prevent it, because the problem is actually within the Facebook system itself. It's an extremely broken and flawed system that irresponsibly was allowed to take over Facebook and handle things. So we'll get into that in a second. First, tell you a little bit about me. I live in Delaware at the beach. I'm very happily married to my beautiful husband, Keith. And our story is sort of how this began, because I like to write as a hobby. I'm a writer. I have a creator account on Facebook. And I write articles, political articles often about my disparities with Trump and Doge. Because of personal involvement, my husband worked at the Department of Defense for 21 years. And recently was forced to retire because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And I was very upset about this, and I wrote very telling articles about what was actually going on behind closed doors in this process. And a lot of people who are Trump supporters didn't like to read the things I was writing, although they were factual. They didn't really like facts that much. That's one of the flaws with Trump supporters, is that facts are something that upset them, and so they choose to ignore them. And that's what was going on. But this isn't a post about Trump, and it's not a post about Elon. This video is about Facebook. And Facebook is not safe. It's extremely insecure. I have been through hell and back with Facebook over the last couple months. On April 8th, I wrote an article about Elon Musk and his plans to sell his AI system to the Department of Defense to replace actual human workers. Pretty scary. And I had firsthand evidence of this, and I was able to share that with people. And when I did, on April 8th, telling them my story and how my husband, who's a veteran, who's worked for the Department of Defense for 21 years, and in the Army for 6 years, was forced into resigning from his position very unfairly. And his job was to make money for the government, actually, and he was actually a profit-making employee who was let go from the department, who's claiming to save money. And he was one of the very few people who could do the job that he was doing. And that post went viral more than any post I've ever written before. It was shared tens of thousands of times and read by hundreds of thousands of people in a matter of hours. And it was great because I was getting the message out there that people needed to see about the truth of what was going on with Doge and going on in the background. That being said, it upset a bunch of people, and I got some really threatening type messages sent to me from angry people telling me that I was a liar and all this sort of stuff. This is how I think I was targeted, I'm guessing, but I also could have just been randomly targeted. But this all happened at the same exact time, so it just felt very targeted, but I don't know that for sure. It doesn't matter really in the whole aspect of things. So on that post, I had a picture of me and my husband, and later on, after it went up, a friend of mine called me and asked why I had replaced a picture of me and my husband with a picture of me and them. And I hadn't. So I was thrown off. So I go to sign on to Facebook, and I see that it says this session has timed out and that you need to re-log in. So I went to re-log in, and it didn't work. I knew my password. I hadn't changed it. I wasn't confused on what my password was, but it wasn't accepting it. So I clicked the option, forgot my password. I mean, what else do you do? And went to go get an email that it sent me so I could recover or change my password. And when I opened my email, I saw 4 previous emails from Facebook that had just come pretty recently. And the first one was, somebody is changing your password from Chicago. I'm from Delaware, never been in Chicago. Is this you? And I clicked it wasn't me. I opened the next email. Somebody's changing your phone number. Was this you? It wasn't me. So I clicked it wasn't me. Somebody's changing your password, your email address, your phone number, your verification code. Basically is what the 4 emails were that came. And each one I clicked, this wasn't me. And it should have taken me into a recovery process to kick that person out and then recover me back to my account. That's what's supposed to happen when you click it wasn't me. Didn't happen. Literally, when I clicked it wasn't me, it told me to enter my password. And I attempted my password. It told me that was not your password. And then tried to recover my password, and the email that showed up on there was the person's email address, which was encrypted, but I could see the first letters and the last letters was encrypted, was the person who had accessed my account. So I couldn't change my password, because now to change my password, that was being sent to the person who accessed my account. They shouldn't have been able to access my account. Why in the world, Facebook, would you allow somebody with a new login, new device, in a new location, while I'm actively in my original location, hundreds and hundreds of miles away? Why in the world would you allow somebody who's never accessed my account before to access it, change my email address, change my phone number, change my password, and accept a verification code from somebody who's never accessed my account before, the device has never accessed my account before, has never had any parts of it, and has no connection or relation to me, who's had the account for over 25 years? Why in the world would you allow that person to change those things without verifying anything for me? You send me verification emails, and still, even after I said it wasn't me, allowed this person to change those things. I had 2-factor authentication activated, 100%. What's the point in it if it doesn't work? On top of that, I had a personal Facebook account. I had my business account. I own a business, so my business was attached to that account, and I had a creator Facebook account for my articles that I write and my political cartoons and all that sort of stuff that I make personally, my own content. And because of that, I had a Meta verified account, which is, if you don't know what it is, if you have the ability to get a Meta verified account because of whatever's going on with your history of Facebook, then they verify you by using your driver's license and a selfie video and your credit card. So you have to pay for the service with your own credit card, right? So another verifying factor. After they've gone through this process, you get a blue check mark next to your name so that other people know that you're authentic and the real you and that you've been Meta verified. I paid for this service in addition to the two-factor authentication. Every bit of it failed. Facebook did not secure me at all. Not even a little bit. They let this person access everything and change all of my security verifications in an instant. And then, even though they sent me emails telling me that it happened, they allowed the person to do it without giving me time to even respond to those emails. And then when I had clicked on those emails, it was already too late. They'd already changed everything. This was the beginning of a massive, massive effort to try to get help from Facebook, to try to get access to my account back, to try to assist me. As this process went on from this moment, many things happened. It got worse and worse by the minute. I continued to get hurt. I got hurt financially. I got defamed. It was brutal. And it was actually devastating. And still is to this moment. So this happened on April 8th. This is now June 12th. So this is over 2 months. And I'm still in the process with this. I have done everything you can possibly imagine. I have gone to the end of the world and back with Facebook. And I'll tell you all about the process. I have desperately tried to get assistance and help. And not only was I not helped, Facebook is so broken that their system is completely run by this AI security system. And their AI security system is completely flawed. And it's so flawed that it had made the decision that I was the hacker and that the person who was hacking my account was verified and continued to let me be damaged over and over and over again. So I'm going to tell you my story. I'm going to tell you everything I did. I'm going to tell you how I finally gained access to a person at Facebook. And I'm going to tell you the process where we're at right now. But here's the thing. The end of the story is not good. I'm going to tell you the whole process, and it's not going to be a happy ending. The whole point of this video I'm making is because what's going on with Facebook, many people don't realize. They have totally lost control of their system. They have an AI security system that is in charge. It is making the final decisions, and they are incapable of overriding it. Their AI security system is incapable of properly identifying people, and it's incapable of telling the difference between a real person and an imposter. And hackers all over the world are taking advantage of this, and they are hurting thousands of Facebook users a day. And Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, is doing absolutely nothing about it. The Facebook employees, when you finally reach them, which I'll tell you how you do, cannot do anything. They're incapable. They have to answer to the AI. If you are a user of Facebook, you are in danger. Your privacy is at risk. Your account is not secure. If you have two-factor authentication and you're Meta verified, you are not safe. If you are using Facebook, your personal information is being sold to people who are using it to take advantage of you. This is a fact. And Facebook is 100% aware of it. Everything that I'm telling you, I can prove to you. I can prove every aspect of what I'm telling you. This is the truth. This is something you need to know. And I'm hoping by doing this that other people this happened to will come forward and reach out to me, because I'm filing a lawsuit against Facebook. I am personally going to sue Facebook for what they did to me, the financial damages, the emotional damages, defamation, that they are 100% responsible for. I'm going to sue them for that. But I know I'm not the only one, and I know that there are thousands and thousands of people that the same thing has happened to, and I'm inviting you to join me in this adventure and this quest to make Facebook be responsible, take back control of their system, get employees back there to help people, their users of their program and platform should have access to help, should have assistance, and they should have the ability to feel safe on Facebook, and their stuff should be secured. I'm not suing Facebook for millions of dollars. I want to sue Facebook to do what's right and to fix Facebook, to make their platform safe. Their platform is not safe. And when you hear my story and hear what's happened to me, you're going to see how very unsafe it actually is. And like I said, I can prove everything I'm going to tell you. So this is the first part. I'm going to make the rest of the parts and post this on here. I'm not a professional video maker. I have no clue what I'm doing. But hopefully people will watch this who need to watch this, and share this with people that need it to be shared with. And hopefully if enough of us get together and hold Facebook's feet to the fire and tell them that this is not acceptable, that this is not okay, that they will finally do something about it. Because instead, Mark Zuckerberg, who has gotten rich off of all of us who use this platform, is floating around on some yacht out there, having a blast and good old time, while thousands of people a day are being damaged by his platform, and he is doing absolutely nothing to stop it without a single care in the world. He needs to be held responsible, and I need your help to do it. So please like this video. Please follow me so you can hear the rest of the story and what happened. And please share it so that other people don't get hurt. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.